Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Students, imagine this. It's a bright Saturday morning, and Mr. Amir, the owner of a small bakery, have to bake hundreds of cupcakes for big school events. So he need to pack all these cupcakes into large boxes. But there's a problem. He needs to load all these boxes into his delivery van. But the boxes are too heavy. He tries to lift the box, but it doesn't even move. So he called his friend Luna, a girl who loves to solve problems. So Luna, I think we need to find a clever way to lift these boxes without cracking our bag. Luna looks around and finds a wooden, and he found long wooden plank. Yeah, long wooden plank. So this is long wooden plank, okay? And she placed the wooden plank, the other end into the ground, and other end into Mr. Amir's van and back. Okay? So Mr. Amir push slowly and push and push. Wow! If we use plank, it moves more easier. So wow, it's more easier to move the box, to lift the box into my van. So I have one question for you guys, okay? What is the simple machine that we use for this scenario? Okay? Okay, let's help. So today, let's help Luna to find all the simple machines that we used to learn today. Okay? So let's explore all the simple machine today. Okay? So you guys have 30 or 20 students. Okay? So I will divide you into 4 groups. Okay? So we all have 4 computers. We have 4 computers, and each group has 5 person. Okay, all students, please go to your own group that I have divided recently. Okay. Okay. So let's explore different type of simple machines. Okay. So the task I want to give you is first you have to open to this slide. Don't click another. Don't click another slide. You have to go to this slide. There's any problem? Okay. Okay. So the task here you have to explore each of these simple machine. You have to identify the name, the function, and also the example of the simple machine in our daily life. Okay. So I give you 7 minutes. I give you 7 minutes for this task, and you may start now. Okay. If you have any problem, let me know or ask directly. Okay. Okay. Do you have any problem? Okay. Alright, students. Times. Okay. The next task I will give you. You have to in the slide. Okay. So the task is each group. Okay. I will give you group 1, group 2. So this is group 3 and that's group 4. Okay. So in groups, discuss to identify what simple machine that occur in the complex machine. Okay. So this is for group 1. Okay, group 1. Okay, group 2 get bicycle. Group 3 scissors. Okay. And group 4 egg beater. Okay. So please turn into your own complex machine that I give. So you may start now. Identify simple machine that have in your given tools. Okay. If there any problem, you let me know. Okay. So for the next task, to all students, okay, you will give your explanation about to all 4 complex machine. Okay. What you got simple machine on your given complex machine. Okay.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So just now you just learned with Sir Amir. So now you will be with me, Sir Ahmad. So I will continue with Sir Amir Daniel left behind, which is the Sir Amir give the group task to find a simple machine with inside of this complex machine. So for the group one, can you stand up and you tell to me what a simple machine you say? You don't need to worry. It's okay if it's wrong. So what based on what you see, what is the simple machine that you see here? Lever. Okay, lever. And gear. Okay, gear. What else? Wedge. Okay, wedge. Okay, you can sit down now. So, the next, we can see the answer. So, this one, this can opener is actually a lever and wedge, which is the handles which we see right here, is the black one, act as lever, which we use to push with our hand. We use force. We use force from our hand. And the one we see here, the screw, this one, acts as fulcrum, the middle part of it. And then this one, where the can opener part of the tip work, serve as a loop, which we use, which is correct. You say the lever is correct. And the cutting wheel is a wedge that pierces the hand, because wedge in a simple term is something needs to be sharp, because wedge needs to penetrate through something. And next one is gear. So gear is the that turn the can along the blade. It's an example of wheel and axle. Like you see, it's not that wheel and axle. This one, because without gear, we can move the can opener from to the front and to the back. And the next one is screw, which holds the parts together, which is this thing which acts as fulcrum. So now for the group 2 game. Now the group 2 is about bicycle. So what do you see in this bicycle? What do you get? Group 2, please stand up. Give me what simple machine do you see inside bicycle? This image over here. So it's okay. Don't need to be afraid. So you see wheel and axle. Okay, wheel and axle. And then screw. Okay, screw. About lever. Okay, lever. So now, we'll explain about it. Now, the bicycle, the lever. Yes, we say lever. And the handlebars and the brake levers are all levers. Where are the handlebars and the brake levers? Which is over here. Which when we ride a bicycle or a motorcycle, we grab with our hand, and that is the lever, the handlebar and the brake bar, the brake lever. Because we control it, we apply force to it, and then the middle part, which over here, is a fulcrum, and the power that being transmitted is the loop, which is the lever. The main point of lever is force, fulcrum, and loop. Next one is pulleys, which the chain and the gears on the bicycle act like a system of pulley. Over here you can see the chain over here. It's all being connected. Which if one piece of the chain is missing or broke down, the bicycle will not be functioning properly. Because then you apply force over here, but the power didn't be transmitted to the back of the wheel, which the bicycle unable to act as regularly as it supposed to. Next one is wheels and axles. The wheels on the bicycle are a great example of wheel and axle, because of course the bicycle has a wheel. If the bicycle doesn't have wheel, how do they move? How do they move? Okay? Good job, group 2. Now the next group, the third group, the image scissor. So this group 3, stand up and state to me what the simple machine that you see over here. Lever. Okay, lever. And then what else? Wedge. Okay, wedge. The answer is yes, both are correct. because the wedge is over here on the front part of it. The front part which used to cut something because it is very sharp. So that is the function of the wedge, cut something. And the lever, where is the lever? When do this thing apply the concept of lever over here? So this one over here, we have the back part of it is where we apply the force. And the middle part of this, the screw over here, is the fulcrum. And the front part of it is a loop where we apply something. Okay, the last group will be the 8 meter. So please group 4 stand up and tell to me what do you get? What do simple machine that you get from this 8 meter image? So the lever, okay, the wheel and axle, okay, the wheel and axle. Is there any more simple machine you see? No. Okay. So is the answer is correct? Yes, the answer is correct. The lever you see over here is this one. This where we apply the force of it, where we hold like this and then we turn around the wheel of it. So this is where we apply the force. The fulcrum is here. Fulcrum doesn't necessarily need to be in the middle. We'll go through it in the next session. So this one, the fulcrum doesn't need to be in the middle. So unless it has a fulcrum, loop, and force, it is called a lever. So this one is wheel and axle and gear, and you can see this gear over here is used to turn this 8 meter over here. So yes, well done, group 4. So now, after you have learned about all these 4 complex machines, what can you give information about what is actually machine? Can someone please tell me what can you say about machine? What actually is machine based on your understanding? Okay. Yes, you, Ali. What your opinion is? Something that makes life more easier. Okay. Nice. Very good opinion. How about you, Saman? What is your opinion? What is a machine in your opinion or this point of view? You don't know? That's okay. That's okay. So now I'm going to explain what is actually meant by this machine and all of this stuff. Okay, let's explore different type of simple machine. Alright, so we have now 6 image of racks here where this is all the image of simple machines. This one, we call it as an inclined plane, as Sir Amir just showed it just now. The inclined plane is where there's something that was being placed from the top part to the down part of it. Where the top and the bottom part have a different height. For example, like this over here. We don't call it as an inclined plane if both endpoints are on the same, what we call it, height. If, for example, like I have my phone over here, and I put it in a flat plane. We don't call it this is as inclined plane, unless it turns like one endpoint is on the bottom and the other endpoint is at a greater height than the bottom part, then we call it as an inclined plane. Why would we use inclined plane? It's actually more convenient and more practical, just like how Sir Amir showed just now, how to move things, especially the one with a heavier load and heavier mass. We push it. I mean, without the inclined plane, we have to grab it. For example, like this box over here. If we want to grab without the inclined plane, we have to use more force because we have to grab it from the bottom and then we put it up. However, with the inclined plane, we just can push it through the plane, use more force effectively and efficiently, which use less force and more effective for more heavier stuff. Next one, we're going to take a look at the gear. Now, the gear is a tool that consists of jagged wheel. If you know what is wheel, is something like a round, and then if it has jagged wheels, like this example over here, you have the going up and down repeatedly, then it is called a gear. Gear is actually have what we call, why do we have gear? Is actually to transfer the power of movement from one thing to another. So for example, like this gear is turning, then by interconnecting those two gears, this will be the input and this will be the output, because when this gear turn, this gear also turn as well. Example like gear in the clock. Like for example, like how do the shorter, what we call it as a shorter nail, or as they call it, the shorter part and the longer part, as you can see, and the second part, or in a simple word we call it as the second nail, the minute nail, and the hour nail. So when the second nail turn, the minute nail actually also turn as well. But we don't see it because it is a very, very small turn. And then for the hour turn, also very, very small, because 60 seconds is equal to 1 minute. And then 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. So in order to get from the minute nail to turn from, for example, like we see over here, suppose that a minute nail from 9 to 10, to actually it turn over there, the second nail actually need to be turned about 5 times over from the 1 to 12, 1 to 12, 1 to 12, about 5 times to achieve 5 minutes, and for the way the longer need to turn from 9 to 10. So now we can see activities we have over here. Now, as you can see, we have the input part of the gear, which is the start gear over here. Now, as you can see, I'm gonna drag another gear, this green one over here. Now, pay attention. Does this two gear connected? No. But whatever if I connect those two, then if we connect those two, then they will be turned around as well. They need to be connected for them to be turned. Now let's go to another simple machine, which is the wheel and axle. Now the wheel and axle is more simple, because tool that consists of wheel fixed on a rod called axle, which is like something that can be used to turn and from right. And for example, like this wheel over here is a part, and the axle one here is the long part, which we can use to turn something. The next one is wedge. Wedge is a tool which has one pointed end and used to cut, hold, and stop an object. Just like I told earlier, it needs to be the one end, the one part needs to be sharp, so actually you can use to cut something, hold, or stop an object. The next one is pulley. Pulley is a tool that consists of a wheel with a groove that allows rope to pass through to lift or lower load. For example, like through window blind or a curtain, when we pull the pulley down, the curtain goes up, and we pull the pulley goes up, and the curtain goes down. Last one is a screw. Screw a groove cylinder tool that can be inserted into object by rotating to unit or tighten two part of an object. Now, similar to the gear, we have a general part of it. Instead of this like that, we used to turn the screw main function that we want to tighten something two part different object, but to tie together without using any external thing. Ni. Tapi tinggi labour ni kena. Kau masuk gear labour ni.
Masuk dalam library.
Lepas tu
Library berapa minit? Janganlah 3 minit, 4 minit.
5 minit lah.
Ha?
5 minit je.
Library 5 minit, library 5 minit, 40 minit.
Okey, boleh. Di labour ni aku tanya soalan je tau. Now, the complex machine is a tool which combines two or more simple machines to make the job easier. Simple machines are the basic building blocks like a lever, wheel or screw, while the complex machine is what you get when you put those building blocks together, when you combine those together to create something new or something to easily make your life more easier. So now, I'm going to ask you a little bit of high thinking question to deepen your understanding for it. So now, I'm going to ask a question. So imagine you need to lift a heavy box up to a tree house window. You have the choice to use ramp, which is the concept of inclined plane, or a pulley system with two wheels. Which simple machine would be a better choice for this test, and why? You need to consider the effort and distance involved. So, this is the first question. So now, the second question is, another one is also the same concept. What is? Does anyone want to answer the first question? Does anyone want to give a try? Yes, Abu, would you like to give it a try? Yes, so what do you choose between the ramp, inclined plane or a pulley system? So you want to use a ramp because I'm saying we use less force. But pulley also use less force because we can use pulley to we pull the rope and the box will go up. So what do you choose? And can you state your reasoning on the reason behind why do you choose the method of it? Yes, you want to choose inclined plane because it decreases the effort. Okay, but it also increases the distance, right? You need to push far away, right? Okay, yes. So this question, sit down. So this question is actually, I want to test your reasoning. I mean, both answers are actually correct, but I want to let you think more deeper and more abstract about it. Because both inclined plane and lever, both are simple machines are aimed to see very easy our job. So both to supposedly make our job easier, right? Yeah. But some simple machine may make our life more easier than the other. So my choice and my reasoning will be the ramp, which is the inclined plane, SCES3274, because it mainly use less effort but increases the distance. But the distance is something we can totally negotiable, because the more distance we have, even though it's more distant, but we use less force and less effort, less energy need to be used. Now I'm going to use another question for you to give me your elaborate or deepen your understanding. Next one is you have a choice. Suppose you have a choice between two ramps. You get a box on the table, which is ramp A, is very long but not very steep, and the other ramp is very short but very steep. If you want to use less amount of effort, which ramp would you choose? I mean, ramp A have a very long but not very steep, but for B, a very short but very steep. So, what do you choose? So, Atan, do you want to give it a try? Okay, yes. So, which ramp you choose? Ramp A. Okay, but ramp A is very long, right? Not very steep. Okay, so that is your reasoning, which will use less effort. Okay, sit down. Now, there is actually no right or wrong answer. It depends on your reasoning of it. But for the most suitable answer for me, it will be ramp A. Because even though ramp A is a very long distance, but it is not very steep, which will use less effort and energy for it. So now we have reached to our final session. So now, we have already reached the end of the lesson. So I need two students to give their conclusion on what do they learn about simple and complex machine over here. So, Rahman, you want to give it a try? What did you learn today? So you learn new thing about simple and complex machine, okay? Complex machine is a thing that's made from the simple machine, okay? It being used to make our life more simple, okay? Anything you want to add? We actually use the complex machine without we knowing. Okay, so is that all? Yes, thank you. Very nice point. So any another one person who would like to give it a try to tell the whole class about what they learned in this simple and complex machine topic? Anybody? So Ahmad, what do you learn about this topic? We actually interact with most complex machine things without we realizing. Okay, yes, that I agree on it. Yes, both you two are correct and also acceptable because this complex machine we are used every day without we realizing it. So now all of you understand the importance of a simple and a complex machine concept. So now for the last 5 minutes of our time, I would like to give you a quiz to help you understand more about this topic. You want to test if your knowledge is actually understand the topic or not. Don't worry, this quiz only take a very short question, very short time. So for example, like this right here. As you can see, this quiz which will have 10 questions. So now it is ask a very simple question. Like for example, which simple machine is a sloped flat surface used to help move things to a different height, like a ramp? So student, which one do you think? Inclined plane. Why do you think? Oh, because I just said just now, right? But it's also correct. It is the answer is inclined plane. A screwdriver is a simple machine. What is an example? What is screw? Yes, correct. Now, what is the main purpose of a simple machine? So to bring new energy, longer, make work more easier. Make work more easier, okay? Very good. doorknob and a steering wheel are example of which simple machine? So what wheel and axle? Yes, it is correct, wheel and axle. A pair of scissors is a combination of two simple machines. One of them is wedge, and what is the other simple machine? Lever. Okay, lever. Yes, it is correct. The answer is lever. Now, which simple machine is a wheel with a rope around it, used to lift heavy objects on a flat pole? What is the answer, class? Do you think? What do you think? Pulley. Does anyone or the class agree? Pulley? Yes. We'll see about that. Yes, it is correct. A seesaw is an example of which simple machine? Seesaw. So, what is it? Inclined plane, lever, wheel and axle, pulley. So, what is the answer? How many of you vote for the inclined plane? Okay, none. How many of you vote for lever? Quite big. Wheel and axle? Oh, also like, how about a pulley? None. Okay, so since most of you vote for wheel and axle, we'll see. Oh, it's not. It's actually a lever. But let's try. What simple machine is used to split a log in half? Wedge. Why do you say wedge? To cut something to split because it's sharp? Yes, it is correct. Wedge. A playground slide is an example of what simple machine? Inclined plane. Inclined plane. Yes, very good, very clever of you. Which one of these complex machine? Not a simple machine. Bicycle. Bicycle. Yes, it is correct. So now, a seesaw is an example of which simple machine? This is the question we asked just now. The answer is lever. And it's the end. If you any of you guys would like to try, you can access the app over here. This is the Quizzes Playground app. So if any of you want to give it a try, you can access it from here. There are also a lot of other quizzes to help you deepen your understanding. So I think that's all from us. My name is Sir Naufal and my friend is Sir Amir. And I think thank you class for your paying attention. So that's all from us. Thank you.